Welcome back, everybody. It's the Doctor and Beatdown Boulevard bringing you all of the action once again for the Risen Esports Rampage Premade Grand Finals between OutKast and OutKast Blue. As you can see on your screens, they are deep into this pick ban phase. There is a blank spot for OutKast. That is a Rengar ban. Their bans have not changed. The OutKast is back on the blue side, and we do see OutKast Blue sticking to their Game 1 bans. And I gotta be honest, Beatdown, I don't know what to expect for this first pick.
Yeah, it really could be anything considering what we saw in that game 2 with the Sonatark bot lane, which we all hoped was rightfully dead and dusted. But unfortunately, they brought it back, dug up its corpse, and showed it to everybody again. But it rightfully also didn't work for them. So now it's 2-0. Do or die time, like you said, or time or do time, like Twitter made you say.
No, I fixed it.
Oh, you fixed it. Okay, great. And hopefully OutKast can also fix the issues they're having here. Because again, it always just feels like, okay, game 1, it felt like execution. Game 2, that was just a weird draft. I'm going to say it.
Yeah, but things are looking like they're getting back to order. They had their Britney moment. They're bringing it back together. And so now they're picking the set once again for their top laner. Pyke seems to be the hover. It is the lock as well. And man, we are just singing down in the bayou in the bottom lane. And it's continuing on with the Freljord joining in as well. That is an interesting tune to be sung.
Yeah, it really is. Team OutKast Blue are going to go back to the Varus bottom lane. Honestly, worked so well for them in game 1. They played it really well, especially ADC in 2020. Really good on the Varus. Probably going to go lethality again, too. Especially because you have OutKast playing the Ashe and the Pyke. So not the tankiest bot lane here. It's going to be about a lot of engage off of those Pyke hooks. But now I know why you're saying, oh no, it's going to be the set Kled matchup in the top lane again. I think we're just having a repeat of game 1 with the bans. Oh, I think
trolling. I clicked in the wrong Discord channel and found myself in the other Discord. But yeah, I mean, you are right on the money. We've seen this matchup before. We knew how it went in game 1. I'm curious what OutKast think they can do to change it up this time.
Well, part of it is going to be if you want a solo kill early on and you get it done, hey, that's all well and good, balls, but wait a second. Nope, never mind. That makes sense. I don't know. My brain just stopped on me for a second, and I thought Set was jungle, and I got confused. We're good. Again, balls. Gotta be careful. Definitely overstayed his welcome in lane more often than not. Tried to fight that Kled more often than not, like for the kill. If you want to go for trades in situations, that's okay. But you have to be able to play your life. You can't let Kled get as far ahead as he did in game 1. And we're going to see the Nocturne jungle come out here for the side of OutKast 2 and Echo in the mid lane.
Yeah, and the only thing stopping OutKast Blue from playing their game 1 composition is the Sylas ban. And so what are we going to see in the mid lane? I have to imagine it's another high-tempo mage assassin type style. And I'm wrong again, folks. Just chalk it up on the board. Somebody make a mixtape out of it. It's Vel'Koz, the exact opposite. Although he's kind of assassin-y, I guess.
I was gonna say he is definitely a mage, so you're not all wrong. You're definitely onto something there. You want to play the range pick into the Echo just because, well, you want to keep up. Let's be real. You want to keep Echo at arm's length. You don't want him in auto range pretty much ever.
Yeah, and I mean, if you throw enough adjectives at the wall, eventually something's going to stick, and I guess that's my game plan tonight. But you're right, this Echo is so tough to deal with when he's in your face, getting that 3-hit passive proc, getting that boost of speed. It's really tough to lock down, which is potentially the main problem into Vel'Koz. He's not mobile at all, and if you can dodge out of his abilities, he's really kind of a squishy mutant puddle thing. And, you know, Echo is probably one of the better at, you know, forcing mistakes because he has so much mobility with that phase dive, with the parallel convergence, that Vel'Koz really has to be on point trying to land that Void Eruption and getting the knockup, being able to combo everything else in. And so it's an awkward situation of, do you let the Echo in only to then dump spells?
Yeah, and that's going to be tough. If you dump the spells and you miss even one of them, it's going to be really hard for you to chunk that Echo. And again, I'm glad you mentioned the parallel convergence, because that's kind of my biggest concern here with a slow champion like Vel'Koz. If you get caught in that, it's like you said, he's gonna proc his 3-hit passive. If he takes Electrocute, which he definitely should, he's gonna proc that as well. And then once the parallel convergence wears off, Vel'Koz is going to very slowly slump his way back to his tower, and that's gonna be more than enough time to kill.
But I do like the Vel'Koz overall in the composition.
Oh yeah,
it does kind of solve a lot of the same issues that the Sylas did, in that the control around objectives is still in favor of World Class Blue. They have the Kled Trundle bruiser beating buddy team just running at the opponents and forcing them away, and then Vel'Koz landing all the skill shots from far away, making sure that the opponents have to fight it. But there's enough difference in the OutKast squad that if they play it properly, I feel like there is a chance. They just have to not let Kled exist.
Yeah, that is the biggest thing. You have to deny this Kled. You know what? And it's not even so much as deny as don't let him get as far as he did in game 1. That was insane. And really, at the end of the day here, if you're OutKast, you are trying to farm as safely as you can until basically Nocturne hits level 6. Then at that point, it's pretty much going to be Gank City population you.
Nocturne, though, he's not played a lot for a reason. He's in a bit of a tough spot. He falls victim to a lot of the same issues top laners in general find themselves in that Bramblevest kind of just makes him not exist. And we're in a spot in League of Legends where we all remember Malzahar tax, which was $1,300 for the QSS.
I mean, it still is.
Yeah, but when was the last time you saw a Malzahar, to be honest with me?
In my ranked games?
Don't trigger me like that, please. Right now, we're in the Bramblevest tax season. It's full on in force. Pay your tax, folks, or else Riot's going to come down on you. But it's only 1,000 this time. You got off lightly. You didn't make as much money last year, and so now you're reaping the benefits of having to pay $300 less to Vito. But it's just such an awkward situation for Nocturne to be in, because when you're looking at the team, who is he to ult beatdown? I don't know. Tell me.
Really, I think you could make a case for Vel'Koz. Keith Echoes with you.
So we have 5 champions on a team, and you have 1 target.
I mean, realistically, you could go for a bottom lane gank as well. It's going to be tough, though, because, of course, the Tahm Kench can just simply eat the Varus. But it depends. If you burst him down quickly enough, if you time the engage, it could work out. Plus, by the time your Nocturne is 6, there's a good chance Truxmane is also 6. So you have that Ashe ultimate for the stun as well. My point is, there's plays that can be made here. I think past a certain point, ganking and ulting Kled is going to be tough, but not impossible. We've seen what balls can do on the set. So again, it's not necessarily Nocturne's 1v1 potential, just, how can he assist his laner when he goes for these ganks?
All right, and as the clock is ticking down, we have what is potentially our final draft of the night. Tell me who you're betting your Travie Bucks on.
Oh, it's really hard. I gotta just go with Team World Class Blue, just because this whole series, they have been so strong on the picks that they made. And even though I am trying to find justifications here for the Nocturne, I do agree with you that it is a little dicey. So draft-wise, I still think that actually slightly favors... I'm doing it too now. Favors Team World Class Blue.
But all right, folks, you heard it from us at the desk. We do want to bring you more action in just a second. Before we can get the teams on the Rift, though, we do need to take a short break while the teams build their computers together in order to load the game. So stay tuned with us, folks, and we'll be right back. Welcome, everybody, to Game 3 between OutKast and World Class Blue. We have OutKast on the blue side, World Class Blue on the red side. And these teams are duking it out for potentially the final time tonight. World Class Blue up 2-0 in the series. I am the Doctor, joined by Beatdown Boulevard. And tell them what we were talking about behind closed doors, Beatdown.
Well, a lot of it was about the draft here and whether or not OutKast were just messing around with the comps that they were trying to draft here. But it looks like they were serious this time around. And we talked about Electrify House on this Nocturne. And even though we got some time to chat about it earlier, just while we were waiting for the spectator delay. Oh, no, I think Weak Sauce actually isn't around. So he's going to be forced to back here.
Similar situation on the top side that we saw last time.
Oh, no, but the cavalry's here.
But, the Scarl's going to get popped. Actually, Reese's PC's forced to flash even.
Oh, wow.
That's huge.
Yeah, that is a lot different than it went the first time. This time with Reese's Pieces flash blown and potentially even teleport, because you can see it's not like before where they were both going to come back in time for the waves. He might be potentially missing some XP, but it actually looks like it's going to even out because Balls is going to leash Electrify House. But anyway, like we were talking about before, this Nocturne, who is he going to gank? Pretty much the two vulnerable members on this team drafted by Team World Class Blue. It's the Vel'Koz and it is the Varus. But we talked about just before the break, you probably want to actually try and focus the Tahm Kench early on in the game. Once you hit 6 as this Nocturne, you got to get the Q just like we saw there from Bebe on this Nocturne. The Ashe Enchanted Crystal Arrow into the Nocturne Ultimate. And it's worth noting, Kitty Lexa didn't take Cleanse this time around, opted to go for Heal. So it's going to make it even easier to execute that.
Yeah, I mean, the Cleanse actually was pretty impactful game 1 of the series. You know, there was a couple times where the Tahm Kench was trapped up and forced to use that ability. OutKast Balls getting the Conqueror buff there. But yeah, I mean, I was saying from level 6 to 11, the way it should work is your bottom lane's level 6, your Nocturne's level 6, you Bone Skewer the fish, or the frog, then you enchant your Crystal Arrow the frog, and then you Paranoia the frog. Ignite goes down with the Haymaker. Wow. First blood once again going over to Balls.
Yeah, but this time he had help. We had an early roam there from Challen who managed to shove the wave in there, but it's already bouncing back. So he's going to have to, he actually might lose a little bit of XP here as you see Weak Sauce trying to shove it the opposite way as well.
What is happening? He's already down to half HP and about to lose Scarl. He just teleported in the lane. Reese's PC's getting the work done. He's getting the business.
Yeah, that's right. He is. He's just looking for another engage to take him out, but unfortunately he's getting a little too big. Look at where Thatton is.
Thatton making the top side looking easy. We are going to get the Facebreaker. See if Balls can get away without burning Flash. The Haymaker goes out. Flashes afterwards. Really bit of an odd situation there.
You definitely, if you're Thatton, you were thinking, whoa, Balls, you're a little too deep there. That's an illegal move. So he punishes him by forcing him to use Flash. So you know what? You're definitely happy about that one if you're Thatton, as he's now Balls is going to back off and allow Reese's Pieces to farm a little bit. You know what? Considering that situation, they're actually even in CS, which I think is interesting. He spent so much time trying to get the kill there, and even now, Balls is in the river, looking like he wants to fight that Trundle, but probably doesn't want to do that.
Shallan on the most aggressive pick we've seen him on all night. Doing pretty good at it, actually. He's, eating a couple trades that he's ended up worse for wear, but situations like this, no, he took a tower shot. He's dead.
Tower shots.
He's dead. That is what we would call less than stellar.
Yeah, that is thinking emoji if I ever saw one there from Challen. And you know what? Like, that's just, again, that's what my buddy Visions would call an illegal move. He definitely getting way too aggressive there, trying to take took two shower shots for what? Another auto? He wasn't going to kill him.
Yeah, that is a question mark thing.
I figured it out. He really wanted to proc electrocute. Because you know how when you hover electrocute, It tells you how much damage you've done with it. That's it. He's padding stats. That's all it is. I figured it out.
We've all been there before. Bone Skewer goes out. Gonna split the uprights though. And man, that's just unfortunate because it's a unforced error in baseball terms.
Yeah.
But oh no, the engage coming in. BB forced to dash out. Pillar gonna come down, blocks the escape route. Volley slowing up Thaden just a little bit. There's no more CC available for the red squad. And so now the turnaround is coming through. Echoes here as well. Tom Kench gets skewered up. Chalon's going to eat the exhaust, but fleeing. Gone is Kitty Lexa. Surviving for now. Chalon's going to pick up the kill to make up for his earlier doo-doo. And now the wave is being pushed up. Pings onto the dragon. Will this be another dragon? This would actually double OutKast's dragon score tonight.
Yeah, even though Chalon, the thing is though, even though Chalon got the kill off the roam, I don't know if he should have roamed when he did. He's actually losing a little bit of XP. He's gonna lose some HP. Oh my god,
that was a lot of damage. That was, I'm always surprised by that damage. But here comes the engage, ultimate coming out, suppression, balls, another kill in the bank. He is doing it in the top side. This is what we needed to see from him game one.
Yeah, really. And so far, again, like he's been quite good at the set. Just a lot of times was making some questionable decisions, overstaying his welcome in lane and ends up getting punished for it. But again, what I wanted to talk about in the mid lane, Chalon going for these roams. Hey, that's fine, but you got to shove wave in, brother, because look what's happening now. He is 2 levels behind of Weak Sauce. 26 CS down, and even sure he's got 1 kill, but Weak Sauce has 2. He is ahead. He's built Lost Chapter. He is in a really good spot right now, and I imagine Thaden is just going to try to help cement this lead even further. It's going to be so hard for Chalon to come back now.
But all right, BB throwing out the Bone Skewer, actually gets it. Is trying to throw down the CC, but now Chalon needs to escape parallel convergence. Trundle Pillar, nothing left in the tank. Chalon gonna be dead to rights to the Trundle, and Kitty Lexa with the chomp just gonna save the teammate from a couple more tower shots.
And again, this keeps happening. Why? Who's Chalon gonna kill in this situation? I like the roam mid from BB, even landing the hook. Hey, that's great. That's pressure. But don't all in on your enemy laner who is 2 levels ahead of you. Now, by the way, it's 3 levels. Weak Sauce Jr. is level 8. He has a bounty on him. He has the blue buff too. So this is going to be really tough for Chalon, who had his CS doubled by his enemy laner now. He has to be super careful.
And I don't think he has that bone in him, but
seriously.
I was casting some League of Legends earlier today, and we had a Vel'Koz. And the point I made then is every time we see a Vel'Koz in the current timeline, it's because they play nothing except that champion. They will push all the right buttons in all the right spots, and they will always come out ahead. And what they do that, a lot of non-Vel'Koz players don't quite see is proc the passive every single time. And when you're in an assassin matchup, we've already seen how effective Weak Sauce Jr. is in it. I don't know if I actually articulated myself appropriately there. What I mean to say is he does good job. And right now he's got 2 kills for it.
Yeah, and it's been working out really well here so far. Speaking of, I really like the freeze we're seeing set up here by Truxmane in this bot side. It's going to be really tough to CS here if you're the bottom lane of Team World Class Blue, and you gotta love it being on their side too. Truxmane is a little bit low on health, probably won't survive another skirmish here. Now we can see some pings going up top side, trying to make a play for the Herald. Honestly, I really don't see any chance of Chalon getting mid pressure anytime soon. So it's going to be tough for OutKast to actually secure that Herald.
Yeah, and it's really tough to make the bot lane play that we want to see happen actually happen. When your Ashe is only at about 25% HP, you can't push the go button. Paranoia is available, Enchanted Crystal Arrow is available, all the buttons were there, but the health bar was not. And so now we see BB roaming back to the mid lane. Ashe is resetting. Same with the bot side of World Class Blue. And now things are in a holding pattern. Dragon's up in about a minute, so we can see Phaeton trying to get some vision down. Enchanted Crystal Arrow trying to go mid lane. They tried to pick the huge call out. The passive going to come out. BB throwing down the Ignite. Will they get traded? We don't know just yet. The teleport coming in favor of World Class Blue. Flash in from Phaeton, going to trade back flashes. Reese's Pieces is joining the fight, but Phaeton still a healthy Troll King. And we're seeing shades of game one again. You know, early TP plays from Reese's Pieces, but Ball's just free farming.
Yeah, that's right. And honestly, really good of OutKast disengaging like that. That could have been disastrous there. And with Vel'Koz backed, they look like they want to make a play for this Rift Herald here. They're already starting it off because there is this commitment to stop balls in the top lane here from actually getting too much done in the tower. But it looks like while that's happening, Herald will be secured.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the first Herald for OutKast tonight.
No, it isn't. In game one, they actually managed to grab the first Herald. So it's their second of the night.
All right, so they've doubled their dragons. They've doubled their heralds. They're on a good pace. They'll have to see if they can't keep it going. Ball is once again forcing the Skarl out. Engage coming in, nearsighted, stun going to go down. Parallel convergence not going to connect, but it is enough. Shutdown going over to Electrified House. Another kill. Big hook onto 80 carry in 2020. Flashes into the Tom catch, but they both get stunned. And now the fight is on Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Layers onto Phaeton, but 80 carry in 2020 surviving the assassination attempt. And so now the huge ultimate coming in from Echo is still not enough. Double kill for 80 carry in 2020. The man surviving the assassination attempt and coming out stronger than ever.
Oh man, that Chrono Shift almost made a huge play happen there, but the Trundle is just too thick. Already has the sorry, I thought that said red team stole the Baron. I almost lost it, but no. The Trundle's already built Cinder Hulk. Is already getting nice and beefy there, and that's basically going to give us the verdict on the Soul here. So it's going to be Infernal Soul. Honestly, it's crazy. The last 3 games, we've just seen a lot of really impactful Soul Dragons here. Not one single Cloud Soul, but overall, not a great engagement here for the side of OutKast. So now they're going to pay for that. They're going to lose some plates bottom side, even mid as well. And mid still has a crazy lead. 50 CS. Weak Sauce Jr. is still way ahead of Challen here. He really has nothing to worry about at the moment.
So imagine that exact team fight, except instead of Chalon having double amp tome, they have a completed proto belt. That ultimate, the rewind, completely changes the fight, and all of a sudden it's triple kill Chalon, Dragon going over in favor of OutKast. But we have to keep drawing attention to this CS differential. Reese's Pieces trying to make it happen in the top side. Showstopper coming out, gets the Skarl gone as well, forces the flash balls. Just spending the haymaker just because you can. Resourceless champion, by the way. Rift Herald getting popped out on the bottom side while the team is chasing. Facebreaker. Can balls 1v2? The answer is probably no, but it's set, so I really don't know.
No, but here's the thing. The mount isn't even close to available here for the side of Reese's Pieces. He's only just starting to build it up now. Oh no, but Balls missed the E.
And now he's charging up the haymaker. Subjugate is on. Balls is very squishy now. Pops it. Skarl gonna come back just in time.
Yep.
Shutdown going over to Phaeton. And all right, there's the Enchanted Crystal. Oh wait, Weak Sauce Jr. gets caught in the jungle. Paranoia goes out. Execute coming through. Weak Sauce Jr. giving help over to the squad. Nocturne's gonna get that assist there. Now the Ignite is on. Chase is down. Will Reese's Pieces get away? The Trundle Pillar is there to help out just a little bit. And Weak Sauce Jr. caught with his pants down in his own house.
Yeah, it's a really good way to put it. They're actually going to snag the red buff here from the side of OutKast, which, yeah, I really like there. And in the end,
the missed smite from Phaeton costs him his own red buff.
Yeah, it's actually really tragic there. You're hoping you can time it with the auto, but unfortunately, Electrify House just waited for it. Really smart on his behalf. Overall, though, Team World Class. Actually, no, gold is pretty even. They're a turret apiece for both teams here. So it's really interesting how this one's going to play out. However, the mid-tier one is a little bit better just because it allows you to have better mid-pressure and setup for objectives on both sides of the map here. So we're going to see, especially now that we're 2 minutes away from the next Infernal Drake. Something you really want to build towards.
Yeah, and I think that this could potentially be the most even third dragon fight we've had all series. Lots of impact R buttons available for OutKast. You know, previous fights we've seen them where they had to actually do stuff. This time they get to just press R and hopefully win the team fight.
Oh, and it looks like Balls needs to be careful. So a lot of people have set their sights on him, and I like this. They're trying to clear vision on the side of Team World Class Blue and set themselves up. It's something they've done so well these last 2 games as well, just controlling the map and exerting so much pressure with the fact that OutKast very often have to just walk right into the fog of war.
Ping's going down across the map. They're making a big push for this top side to try and get a kill onto Reese's Pieces, but that is a lot of time spent, and they just get the simple dash. Man, this skin's so godlike. I love this Ash skin. It's so good.
Which one is that? Cosmic? Is that Cosmic Queen?
Nah, it's High Noon.
Oh,
with a blue chroma.
Yeah, I was gonna say that blue chroma is really nice here. But we're gonna see actually. Now we're 30 seconds away from the Drake. Oh, Balls.
Being the aggressor when it's Tom Kench. Less than stellar. Does have friends, though, and Enchanted Crystal not going to connect. Airborne in. Gets the Bone Skewer. Big ultimate coming out. Balls surviving by the skin of his teeth, but Weak Sauce Jr. says, not today, buddy boy. Gets the teleport out of Reese's Pieces, but that should be the dragon in their favor. The ultimate mid from Reese's Pieces. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much how I would put it here.
He dodges the Bone Skewer with the Devour, but that's now on cooldown. 80 carry in 2020 getting engaged upon. Chalon forced to ultimate out eventually. Nearsighted. The is shot down in for Electrified House. Can he get more? He gets 2 shutdowns in 1 fight. Still alive, still surviving. Reese's Pieces trying to get back onto Skarl. He will. Chalon has 4 HP and a dream. Truck's main, though, slowed up, forced to blow the heal. Will not be able to make it away this time, but the teleport coming through just to scare him away. But now Shalon finds his worst nemesis, Weak Sauce Jr., who finds the big robot man, Balls, trying to do his best. Skarl gone again, and now Balls gets the team help. More shut down in for Truck's main. Can they get the 1v1? Scared of the ultimate, but the mana is fully in favor of Weak Sauce Jr., and pings are going down. I really don't know what's happening right now.
Wow, they are really going for this here.
Trucksman's on vision, though.
Yeah, the worst thing, too, is that the Varus and the Trundle are on their way down as well. Ash really needs to get the hell out of dodge here. I think after throwing off that E, he realizes it's time for Trucksman to go. But unfortunately, that means they aren't going to be able to pick up this Infernal Drake. That's going to very likely be the second Drake in favor of Team World Class Blue.
Electrified House is here. BB posturing aggressively. And, oh man, this is still so tight. Both top laners running back for the 3rd time now. And so the Tom Catch ultimate bringing in the cavalry. No Skarl just yet. Kitty Lexa, though, going to get engaged upon. Great Chains of Corruption, though. But Reese's Pieces is in the backline. Great Bone Skewer, keeping the 80 carry safe. The Infernal Dragon eventually goes over to World Class Blue. And, man, that Bone Skewer was so good. I'm still in awe.
I think BB has legitimately missed like 2 Bone Skewers all game. He's just been on point with these hooks, and especially some really big brain ones like the one we just saw here, but that's going to be second Drake for Team World Class Blue. So, and OutKast are just looking to trade on the top side of the map here, but it looks like they want to fight for this one too. They're real greedy on Team World Class Blue here, Doctor.
BB getting chained up. Paranoia once again onto the mid lane masterminds, but the stopwatch coming in handy. Huge 3-man stun from Shalon, but it is simply not enough. The damage is not there. The timing is not there. And Shalon going to be going down for the 6th time already. Double kill to Reese's Pieces. And they're starting the Baron. They don't even have their 80 carry, but they're like, nah, we got this. There's no stinking way you can stop us. And I honestly don't know if there is a way they can stop them.
I mean, they can if you think about it. Balls is on the other side of the map, no TP available, so this is actually a great time to do it. You're kidding me.
Down. BB the God on this pike. They're gonna have to see if they can get another one. There's still time for that ultimate to get procced once again. Double kill coming through.
God.
Chanter Crystal Arrow doesn't connect. BB going once again, but the shield is too clutch. All right, that's a long tongue. Kitty Lexa getting a shutdown of their own, but BB single-handedly stopping the Baron play.
Yeah, I don't even think I exaggerate when I say that is a game-saving play. Getting such an early Baron here for the side of Team World Class Blue means they're definitely going to very likely make their way into the base and try to go for some sort of siege, but that double kill there from BB manages to pull them off the Baron and actually allow time for OutKast to set up some deep vision in the top jungle, which is super important here. Ball's going to steal the red buff as well. Not a whole lot.
Oh no! 80 carry in 2020 got it with the
Oh my god, he got
arrow.
it. That's actually.
Oh no.
That's
really
a
question mark ping. But shout out to Caster XT. He just sent us a fat raid. So shout outs to everybody joining in the stream now. Welcome to the Rampage Premade Grand Finals. This is the final potential game. The engage is on though, and now Shalon once again finding himself being bullied out of lane. And it's really tough for him to fight this, but we get the paranoia coming in from Electrified House. Gonna pop the Scarl, and now the fight is on. Can Reese's Pieces get his friend back? And the answer is no. And this, friends, is why you don't bully.
Yeah, that's right. And honestly, I gotta say, a little too aggressive there if you're Reese's Pieces. At this point in the game, the range on that Paranoia is gotta be absurdly huge. Now, Kled out of the game means you have a lot of pressure. He's one of the strongest people on your team here if you're Team World Class Blue. So maybe you're looking to push some objectives here and try to split the map because you don't have that Kled's pressure for a little bit here. You wanna, looks like Balls just really wants to fight here.
Yeah, not respecting the Tom Kench optimization is going to get devoured very soon. Showstopper goes out. Thick Skin, not quick enough. That is one kill going down to BB, and Chanticleer Sorrel is going to connect onto the Trundle. But can they win the fight? There's too much damage. Clyde has made his way back into the fight, and Truxmane going to blast cone right back into the squad. And the only ones left are the mid-jungle duo. But it's enough to get one, maybe. Weak Sauce Jr., though, gonna survive by a tentacle. The Zonia is coming in so perfectly timed, but they're too squishy right now for the Baron call. But yeah, Ball's just not respecting the Tom Kench.
And here's the thing, Ball's consistently on like the tip of greatness here with these plays he's making. They're almost just legendary in how he can take these 1v2s and win them out, but it's tough. Yeah, you got Bork and Black Cleaver, but you were still just one man, and you got to start acting like it. That's the biggest thing here with Balls, because that fight, if it goes any different, that's Baron. And it's a really tough position to be in here, because you have to be careful in these team fights. You don't have the vision. Again, if you're OutKast, Team World Class Blue are doing such a good job. And look at these wards they have on both the top and the bottom side jungle. They have so much control over the map here, and with this next Drake coming up, it's gonna be Soul Point here for Team World Class Blue, and that's even more pressure applied to the map.
Things are going down under Reese's Pieces. He gets caught out a little bit, but his friends are not far behind. Scarl's going to get popped, but Tom Kench coming in. Enchanted Crystal Arrow goes out onto Kled, but the Chain of Corruption is enough. Truxmane, though, surviving. All right, he gets spit out, but now Balls in the backline. Can he get some? The true damage, not enough. Double kill coming in for 80 carry, and more are on the way. He actually gets shut down by BB the God Pike. And so now Shalon in the middle, big two-man stun. Can he get out, though? He does not have time to press the ultimate button. And so BB and Electrify House, once again, the surviving members of the squad. But the team fight is just disaster.
It really is, Doctor, and that's going to be the third Drake here for Team World Class Blue, who are just start, even though they are behind in gold, they are 1 away from Soul and 7 kills ahead. I'm really impressed that the gold manages to be even here, because you just have the you have your top and jungler out farming like crazy. A lot of shutdown gold being claimed here for the side of OutKast, which I think is why it manages to be even. But it's these next team fights are going to be really tough here. Again, there's so much damage being done by this lethality Varus. You saw how quickly he was able to chunk Truxmane there, and it's going to be tough. Now they're trying. Oh man, they might actually catch out that.
They get the flash, and they actually completely whiff their abilities. But, I mean, flash is a very key portion of the Trundle game plan. You really need that as the engage, disengage button. But, yeah, I mean, definitely a big pickup there for not a lot invested. And now, what is the game plan, right? Like, we've seen picks try to work out. We've seen them work. We've seen them not work. It looks like the counter pick is on. The ultimate coming in from Kled, runs it down, but just not quick enough.
Yeah, and this is just more about like, asserting pressure here. Now they're dropping wards onto the mid lane. They still have more wards around these objectives, even some into OutKast bottom side jungle. And it's just this vision control that's giving Team World Class Blue a huge advantage here. They have total control around this Baron pit, and it's going to be really tough to stop that from happening here. Oh, Challen gets a huge parallel convergence.
He does just do it defensively. BB, though, is making so much work out of these mobility boots. He's seemingly everywhere on the map all at the same time, making sure that his team is at least safe, if not aggressive. But they do end up losing the blue buff to the Trundle, which is definitely much better than giving it to the Vel'Koz. So I think that's a worthwhile invade.
Yeah, fair enough. And I actually want to highlight real quickly how strong BB is on this pike. All those kills, all that shutdown gold amounts to 3 items and quite a bit of lethality too. So BB's going to be more or less just crunching the squishy characters on the side of Team World Class Blue. So if they are caught mispositioning, there are the chances, there's a chance that OutKast can win fights starting off with picks, and that's really what they want to be looking for here.
And one of the biggest pick targets is this Varus, and already one step closer to making sure that that option is less available. Having that Edge of Night shield means that he can't just get bone skewered right off the bat. He does need to take a little bit of wine and dining before he goes. Never mind. But right now we see the engage in the top side. Balls almost caught out a little bit, but Weak Sauce Jr. just clearing the wave.
A little fancy footwork. No big deal.
Balls does not recognize the true damage he's in right now. Danger damage. Right
same,
now, same, but different.
That's right, but still same.
But BB is smurfing, getting that perfect bush ward. All right. Bear trap and a rope, not going to connect. Parallel convergence. That's actually a lot of damage from Shallan. He's eventually going to be relevant, folks. I swear to you.
Still 70 CS down. Has 2 items in the Sork Shoe, sure. But look at Vel'Koz. Zhonya's, GLP. Probably going to very soon be able to complete the Leandri's Torment. Yeah, he actually has about 1,800 gold. He should be able to just do it on his next reset. So he's a strong Vel'Koz we have here.
Paranoia coming out, landing onto the Vel'Koz. Flash Pillar, though, keeps him safe. Here comes the counter damage as well. Enchanted Crystaro is going to connect, and the engage is back on. Sonya's going to get popped by Weak Sauce Jr. Truxmane doing everything they can. True damage comes through from Balls. Kitty Lexa 1v1 in the enemy AD carry, and Shallan is doing everything they can. Kled in the backline, though, spells Doom and Gloom. That is gonna be not the ace just quite. Truxmane does survive, but it is the Baron going over to World Class Blue.
Yeah, and that is such a tough fight to take there. Losing your Pike really early on there, who is a pretty big damage dealer, is a really tough situation to be in here. They know Baron's being taken, but unfortunately that's the only thing they can do about it. Get that information. And with 15 seconds to that next Drake, you gotta imagine Team World Class Blue are just going to back to base. I mean, I would walk straight down to Dragon, which, I mean
They won the team
Okay.
fight. They had some money to spend. They just wanted to
Yeah.
ball out before the potential final team fight.
Yeah, fair
And
enough.
we talked about what targets the Nocturne's going to have in this game, and one of the priority ones we focused on was the Vel'Koz. But it
Yeah.
seems like now that Zonius has been completed, maybe that's no longer an option.
He's been making use of it pretty much all game now, always avoiding the paranoia, ends up getting hit but never dies and is always near his team. So it's really tough for them to actually take him out.
The flash in from Electrified House, not good enough to get the dragon, but the engage is down. Shutdown coming into IAD carry in 2020. Vel'Koz is also not long for the world. Weak Sauce Jr. trying to stay alive, gonna get shut down by Shalon. And now Kitty Alexis trying to find the enemy jungler, but with 4 dead already, the fight is continuing. Kitty Alexis so big, so tanky, the biggest, fattest frog you've ever seen. And the damage is not enough. Thick skin coming through as well. Finally, the haymaker, the big right hook from Balls is going to take 4 kills to OutKast with only trading 2. But they lost the Dragon Soul.
But you know what? The consolation we have to give them there, Doctor, is they wiped out the Baron buff. Now, all that's going to be done here is Thatton on the other side of the map is going to get that top tier 1 and maybe a tier 2, but we see that BB is in base, might potentially be looking to contest that. So even a tier 2 doesn't seem possible.
Shalon.
Wait, what? Oh. Oh,
so
no.
He phase dived onto the tower and immediately Zoniused. And then as soon as he came out of the Zonius, the piercing arrow just clipped him. Oh, no.
It's actually really tragic.
Oh, no. He just can't catch a break at all this game.
No, he really can. And now we have like basically 30 seconds left on this Baron buff. You got to imagine Team World Class Blue aren't going to be able to actually do anything with it. But they have the Infernal Soul. Doctor, they have 3 Infernal Dragons as well. So they are looking pretty nice with that extra little bit of damage ready to go. It's going to be really tough in these next couple of team fights, but if they keep taking them like they did in that last one, it is possible that they can start to make their way towards Team World Class Blue's base. Because if you think about it, even though they're 9 kills ahead, Team World Class Blue are only taking down their first tier 2 right now at 32 minutes in the game. They're only 2k gold ahead.
OutKast has to be so decisive with their engages right now, because every time you get hit by one of these poke buttons from the Varus and the Vel'Koz, you get that infernal explosion, and you just lose a huge chunk of your HP. Shell is actually winning this fight, forces the Scarl to go away, and the Ignite goes through the kill, the 1v1. Shalon has arrived. The champion coming through. Here comes Balls running down. The Trundle Pillar actually traps himself. Balls, what are you doing, my man? You're off on your own. Flashes the Chain of Corruption, but goes down in the end. Enchanted Crystal Arrow connects on to AD Carry in 2020 as well. But it's a sad day for Balls.
Still, no major objectives are up at the moment, so it could be a lot worse here. But I know what he's thinking on the set. Yeah, you have the Showstopper. Yeah, that Trundle is big and heavy. Is going to do a lot of extra damage. But you threw him into a Tom Kench, brother. He's not... He has a lot of health to work with here. A lot of... Even his passive ready to go. So I can't see a world where you actually get a kill there. That is Balls being a little overzealous there. And I like this hook from BB. He's just applying pressure. Just, you have to know, like, hey, I'm here. I'm watching you. So now the goal here for OutKast is the same thing it was in the last game. Set up vision around the Elder Dragon. Forget the Baron. I don't care about the Baron. It is that Elder Dragon that lost them the last game. It's going to lose them this one if they don't set up the proper vision. Take another team fight, because they're actually quite strong in these team fights. That's the thing here. OutKast can very well win the 5v5. They just have to do it in this river. They have to take that Elder Dragon.
I mean, yeah, it goes back to my point about how there can be no hesitation in these team fights. Like you said, the Elder Dragon is the breaking point. That's the stat stick with which you beat the game over the head with. And right now, Thetan is going to be finding the beating down on his own head. He gets nearsighted. He gets feared up. Cannot be slowed, but he has friends, folks. He's going to survive. Here comes the Kled. Here comes the piercing arrow. Big damage coming out of Shalon, and the rest of the team is there. One kill goes down. Balls follows shortly after, but now BB's trying to get the assassination station. Is going to hook down on to the Vel'Koz, but not able to get the kill. But Thetan is the big tanky troll king jury executioner, and BB not able to get the reset means that they are not able to fully finish the fight. They're just trading heals right now, though. Oh, that bone skewer was pixel away from getting weak sauce, but Shalon might be overstaying his welcome just a little bit.
Yeah, he knows he has to back here, but at the same time, you desperately need mid priority here if you're going to contest either one of these objectives. And again, I can't stress this enough. It's the Elder Dragon you should be contesting here. And now you can see they're delaying some of their backs here on the side of Team World Class because they understand this. They're trying to push out that mid wave. And OutKast are looking to do the same here. They only have one pink, though, actually in the Dragon Pit. So they don't have the information you would want going into such a crucial team fight. So now that you know they're backed, you got to go in there and drop some vision. Please.
But, I mean, what will vision do for you when your support's only at half HP and just does not have time to get more? Like, BB could die to one combo right now. Or realistically, one Varus arrow, honestly.
Yeah, but actually managed to pick up the honey fruit, which is really important here.
Sean starting the fight. Everybody's starting the fight at half HP, and this is do or die. I said the beginning of the game is do or die. We've now reached the final press point of do or die. This is the tip of the pyramid.
Whoa,
and electrify house, my friends.
Electrify? Hello? That's an illegal move, brother.
He's just dead and gone. But now the re-engage coming in from Balls, trying to get the haymaker down, but left wanting is the team, and now with two members down, including the jungler.
That's it. That's the game.
I don't see a world in which this Elder Dragon gets stolen. It's up to Shalon or Bebe or Trucksmane. I don't know who wins here. Shalon. All right, the Trundle Pillar kept him alive.
Yeah, but how much longer? It looks like that's going to be it. I mean, with the Echo dying, we're going to get the Smite come through for the Elder Dragon. That's 5 Elder buffed members for Team World Class Blue. They're going to proc that redemption. I think that's GG. Well played. Oh, they're just being toxic now. They don't need the Baron.
Damn, that poor Scuttle Crab got turned
Jesus Christ
very quickly. Baron buff. Probably not long behind either. Reese's PC's just trying to get his buddy back. Finally going to get Scarl. And Electrify House with the paranoia goes in, gets deleted, and not able to play the Baron for his team. You got to give him it. That was last ditch effort. That was
okay. Look, I get that, but at the same time, that's not the last ditch effort you want to be making here. At this point in time, you're not going to win that fight. You have to try and survive the siege. You still have all of your inhibitor turrets up at this time, most of your tier 2s as well, so it's still survivable. Not that I think it's likely. So going in for that fight, just put the nail in the coffin. Still 20 seconds till your jungler comes back.
Kled,
wait.
Ulting to the backline, Trucksmane and Balls trying to split the wave. Reese's PC's gonna go ahead and get the execute damage in. Balls is stunned. Never mind. The other one is stunned. Bebe gonna get exploded. Big loud dragon sounds. And that is gonna do it, folks. Maybe. We're waiting. One more dragon. Alright, we're just listening to the dragon sounds. It's Game of Thrones out here, folks. But that is all for tonight. That is going to be Team World Class Blue. They are your Risen Rampage Premade Grand Champions. After a hard-fought night, they went 3-0 over their opponents, OutKast, and they deserved every inch and mile of it, and they played to their heart's content, and they have to be happy going home a champion.
For sure, Team World Class Blue played out of their minds here and just outplayed OutKast in every sense of the word. The draft, on the Rift, every decision they made. And again, even though we saw some really good plays here from OutKast, like at the end of the day, one small mistake like that in the late game where your jungler is split pushing when both Elder Dragon and Baron are coming up, that just costs you the game. Like I said, that's an illegal move, and you're probably laughing if your Team World Class Blue are like, well, wait a second, he can't do this. That's not allowed. And then it wasn't. He got punished for it.
That's a personal foul. And
Yeah.
it's you hate to see something like that, but I mean it happens. These players do have minds of their own, and so they do make their plays on their own. But I mean, you hate to see the night end because I like talking about League of Legends. I like watching League of Legends. But when we
Same.
get to end our night crowning a grand champion, at least you know it was worthwhile.
Yeah, it definitely is. No doubt in our minds. There is no doubt in our minds that Team World Class Blue definitely earned that one. A really convincing supreme display of talent. And you know what? Kiana wasn't even in the draft.
That is very true. And coming up right now, guys, we do have a interview with the winning squad coming through. I believe it is going to be the Team World Class Blue top laner, Reese's Pieces, the stalwart champion, the Rock, the Pioneers Rock. No, what is it called? Actually, you're from Canada. You wouldn't know. There's a rock in Massachusetts that the Pilgrims landed at that I cannot remember the name of.
I bet it is Pioneer Rock.
Isn't that the rock from SpongeBob?
That's why I think it's it's the case, funny enough.
But speaking about rocks, it is Reese's Pieces. How you doing tonight, man?
Doing pretty good. Trying to get some Clash in though. That's nice and cleaned up.
Yeah, you actually managed to get it done in time.
And so
Just enough too.
yeah, I mean 3-0 over your opponent's OutKast. I mean, talk to me about this top lane because you ran it back, the Kled versus Set. Did you know that was going to be the game plan going into game 3?
I mean, we kind of saw it coming the whole time with the Set. Like, we knew he was gonna come play Set, and I was just gonna play Kled into the Set every time. But I really didn't expect having to get zoned off of like 20 waves from some cheese level 2 mid lane roam. That was pretty weird.
But I mean, so the team, they seem to rally behind you. I mean, you're working on that Kled, 2 games out of the 3. I mean, the champion's pretty hard to mess up. I mean, did the team really need that much from you?
That last game, no, I just had to flank. That's all I needed to do. They had me all the way there. I was like just like watching all my creeps die in front of me early game. Like, this is just fun.
But I mean, you got to play a bit more interactive in game 2. You had the Ornn. I mean, oh man, that game was tough to watch.
Game 2, I don't know where they pulled that one out from, honestly, with that draft.
Yeah, I gotta ask, like, what were you guys thinking when you saw that?
We literally thought it was just gonna be a Sonoteric bot lane, but then they pulled out Yi, and then we just like kind of looked at our picks and just said, well, we just go Graves, and they don't even beat us late game. Like they don't beat us at any stage now. So I don't know.
Yeah, seriously, your jungler snapped on that Graves. They went like I think 9-0.
I don't think he died either. He
no, he did it. He didn't.
Yeah. I just had to stand back and press R. So it was pretty chill.
So really, all night tonight, you just got to sit back and press
R.
Just
got to stand back and press R. That's all I had to do.
But all right, thanks for coming on, man. Congratulations once again for taking the championship.
Yeah,
do you have any final words for tonight as you head into Clash?
I hope Clash is this easy.
Woo!
And there you have it, folks. That is Reese's Pieces of World Class Blue. Congratulations once again for being a Rampage Premade Grand Champions. And I think that's just going to about do it for us tonight, folks. Beatdown Boulevard. Any final words as we close out the show?
No, I think that pretty much sums it up for me. I'm good.
But once again, I want to shout out everybody in the chat, everybody who tuned in to hang out with us and spend their evenings watching this series. Once again, shout out to Risen Esports for giving us a place to put on the show for you, and for everything else they do for us here in the League of Legends community. I don't know if President Travis has a microphone, but I'm sure there's some things he would love to tell you guys. But in order to find out what he really thinks about you, be sure to give the Risen Twitter a follow. It is twitter.com/Risen_esports, I think. But again, that does it for us tonight. Stay safe, guys. Wash your hands and don't feed in Clash.